to cite or not to cite? That is the question. In today's lesson, you're reviewing the reason for citing your sources, and we're looking at 3 different types of citations that you will use. The first thing to understand throughout this lesson is what plagiarism is. So I thought we'd start from the beginning and look at the Webster's Dictionary. The dictionary defines plagiarism as using the words or ideas of another person as if they were your own words or ideas, stealing or passing off others' ideas or words as your own, or using another's production, meaning video, music, photographs, or words without giving credit to the source. Unfortunately, plagiarism is not uncommon in college communities, and in a recent study, 40% of college students admitted to plagiarizing in their written assignments. That means that 40% admitted, meaning that the actual number of students plagiarizing is probably higher. In another survey done in the same study, 47% of high school students admitted to copying and pasting directly from the internet. It is a very easy thing to do, and I think most people would be probably more prone to cite their sources if they knew why it was important and how to do it. Those surveyed, a third said they didn't even consider it cheating not to cite or to copy and paste. And statements were made such as, the information is available, so why do they need to recreate it when they can just get it? It is important to know what will happen if you get caught plagiarizing. Some people think that nothing will happen and they'll just be able to rewrite the paper. Others feel that probably nobody will ever even know that they were not the original author. However, in this day and age, instructors have access to lots of different tools where they can see how much of your work was lifted from another source. Also, when you're stating research that you didn't do, it's very easy for an instructor to see that that was not your original work and wonder where you found that information. At our college, there is an academic dishonesty policy, and it looks at 3 types of academic dishonesty, plagiarism being one, cheating, meaning that you're cheating on tests, exams, or getting additional aid to complete assignments. The third is collusion, meaning that you are actually helping someone else cheat. And a lot of people don't look at that as cheating, they just look at it as helping. But it is also considered academic dishonesty. Anyone who plagiarizes or cheats on any exam or assignment in my course will receive a 0 on that assignment. You can look at my syllabus to see my policy on that. And if it continues, then those students would be referred to the Office of Instruction, and it would be up to the college to decide on the disciplinary action, which can be anything from failing the course to being asked to leave the college. There's ways to avoid this issue. Again, I think most people would be more than happy to complete their papers and projects and give credit where credit is due if they just knew how to do it. So you need to cite your sources and give credit to the original creator of the words or ideas. And when you give credit, then you can share those ideas with the reader without pretending that you were the original author of those words. There are 3 ways to cite your sources. And the first way is to paraphrase, and most people know the word paraphrase but may not know exactly how to do it or how to do it well. It just means taking a passage from the article, book, research, and putting that passage into your own words rather than copying and pasting directly. You actually take the information and put it in words that are meaningful to you. However, it's still not your research or your original idea just because you put it into your own words. So you do need to cite the source of that information. The second way is to actually summarize the main idea of the article or book or research. So this is taking the main points of the article and summarizing them. Again, putting them into your own words, but citing your source. The concept that most people understand is quoting, direct quotes, and this is where you get into copying and pasting. When you copy and paste, you can use that information, but it must be put into quotation marks and you must cite the source. This is also important that you do not use large pieces of information, but rather one or two sentences, and within your writing, let the reader know that these are direct quotations from the article or from the author of your source. You must match the source document word for word, and you must state the name of the author or the research information within that quoted sentence. The most important thing is, once you know that you need to cite your work, is how to do it, and that is what this lesson will entail. Here are some examples of how to use APA formatting when citing your work. That is the format we will use for my courses. When you take social science courses, we use APA formatting. Other courses you take may use other formatting styles, and it can get a little confusing. So you want to have access to the different resources out there that will help you properly cite your sources. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to have all of this memorized, but you do need to know where to go and how to cite. So here are some examples of citing direct quotations, and it gives you the understanding of including the author's name, the page number where you found that quotation, and also making sure that you're using the correct formatting. In APA style, to format the page number, you just use a lowercase p followed by a period in parentheses. You'll also notice that the period for the sentence goes after the final parenthesis. There's lots of online help out there. There's also lots of help at your writing center, your resource center on campus. But if you need help online, here are probably two of the best resources. The Purdue Online Writing Lab. You can access it by going directly to this site, and you'll see that at this online writing lab, they pretty much have information on how to conduct research, how to cite your sources, and the various writing styles in case you're citing in another format for another class. The other resource, and this is actually posted in the lesson, but I'll open it up here for you online, is a whole lesson on quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing, telling you again the differences, why you need to do it, and then how to do it. For your assignment for this lesson, you will be quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing. So you will want to refer to this writing lab for that information. I have included a connection to this resource in your assignment, so you'll be able to easily access it. The most important thing to remember once this lesson is over is you always want to give credit when credit is due, and by understanding how to cite your sources, I think it will be much easier for you to do that. Thanks.